I found some blue balloons over here near the memorial for Brandon Clark. I don't know if it was necessarily left in honor for him, but it might as well have been, because over the past couple of hours, people are paying their respects to number 15. The Grizzlies finally back home, and they didn't just win, they put on a clinic. Now take a look behind me. Once again, it was a packed house for high school basketball. It was hard to park. It was standing room only. Now for the past few days, Arlington High School has been the place for me, but it seems for much of the Mid-South, on this Tuesday night, it was the place to be. The University of Memphis introduced Charles Huff as the new Tigers head football coach. Here at Pine Hill, the Sapphire Tour is doing more than just kicking off its season. It's bringing professional women's golf to Memphis in a way the city doesn't always get to see. A statement win for Ole Miss and a good early test for Memphis. Both teams showing why they'll be fun to watch the rest of the season. Ole Miss opened its first ever college football playoff game carrying history and uncertainty. But by the end, there was certainly no doubt. The Rebels dominated Tulane 41-10 and opened a new chapter in program history. Take it to the third quarter. Bartlett up by 5, approaching 2 minutes to go. Pounce on loose balls and scramble. Next thing you know, Axton Perry, elevation, celebration. If you think this was a route, Fairley says, nah. Quarterback number 1, Andrew Johnson, drops back, and he's got a man down the sideline is number 2, Troyce Grimsley. Gets dusty on that field, and he left the defenders in the dust. First, student section, a little bit of swag surfing. What they know about that, Ruben? Well, I digress. But Central not one to be outdone. Senior Kavion Rucker gets the rock in the end zone, took a hit in, but he kept on ticking. Touchdown, Warriors! Ratbirds up 4-3, and it's Cesar Prieto up the bat, and he smokes that very first pitch to right field. That ball lands not too far from me. It's out of here. Here at ABC 24, we are having a renewed commitment to high school sports. I'm not talking about just football. I'm talking about basketball, soccer, and track. And last night, we really got things going when we had Whitehaven versus St. George and high school hoops. Whitehaven, one of the best teams in all of Tennessee, pulling out a victory against a St. George's team that went to the state semifinals last year.
Actually, you're going to have to admit that I'm right on this.
No, John Morant is not getting traded this season. It's not happening.
I don't know why you believe that, but let me go ahead and tell you. Front office wouldn't be having this conversation if it wasn't a reality.
But you have to get the best deal at the end of the day.
And for them, the best deal might just be them not being in that locker room.
Just getting rid of him, just going for nothing? Do you really want Tyler Hero? Tyler Hero for Ja Morant. You can look me with a straight face and say that that's enough, just regular players?
At this point, it's what they want at the end. So they may not get everything that they want, but they're going to have to take something if they want to get rid of it.
I'd rather you just wait until the draft.
Again, I'm right.
If you're, oh, you're not. You're not. He is not right. So Cal, 30 years into this, if you want to feel old, that is how long I've been alive. It's 30 years. What still drives you to keep doing it? What I've kind of already seen is even in the few months that you've been here, we know that you are a different flavor for Memphis. And you talk about a lot about standards and discipline. We'll get into a little bit kind of how your practice is, how we heard it could be like the Navy SEALs. But where does that mentality come from? If Ja was okay with taking that pay cut, if Zach Kleiman's like, hey man, you know, we'll do 25, 30, and Ja was like, all right, you know, I still want to be here. I trust in your vision. You've shown that you can draft well. We wouldn't even be having this discussion. Had Jemai Mashak, who is the same height as me, playing the 5.
Yeah.
So now when people see me around and they be like, oh, well, you need to suit up for the Grizzlies. You can put you at the 5. I used to shake my head. There literally is a guy the same height as me playing the 5. In South Memphis, a new season is underway, with the Sapphire Tour opening play at the links at Pine Hill.
Why not Memphis, right? We have everything here. You know, we have culture, great food, great people. It just felt right.
A newly transformed public course, now hosting professional women's golf and bringing a different kind of energy to the game.
My story is funny. I did not like golf because I felt like it was a white man's game. My mom tricked me into playing golf. She asked me if I wanted to play. I said no. My brother said yes. Long story short, I fell in love, and I wanted to be better than everyone else.
For players here, The journey hasn't always been easy, but moments like this are helping shift the game forward.
You know, I started when I was 4 years old, and when I started, I only looked up to Tiger, and I had no black women to look up to in this sport. So I'm just really honored that I can be one of those faces for the next generation of women coming up.
More than 150 motorcycles, thousands of miles on the road, and one mission driving it all. The Cal Petty charity ride across America made its way through Memphis during its 30th anniversary ride from California to North Carolina. Riders stopped at the guest house at Graceland, where fans gathered to meet racing legends and support Victory Junction Camp. The camp, founded by the Petty family in honor of Cal Petty's late son Adam, helps children living with serious and chronic medical conditions experience camp free of charge.
We've seen so many campers. You saw Gavin here. So many campers along the way, and that's what the ride's all about, is raising money for Victory Junction.
The ride first rolled through Memphis back in 1995. Now, 3 decades later, Graceland remains one of the signature stops along a route stretching across 11 states and more than 3,400 miles.
So many people that are on the ride this year were there on the first year, but there are a lot of people that have never been to Graceland. So this is new, exciting. They're pumped up about it, and that's what's cool about the riders, when you get to show them something new.